Conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so hi everyone. Welcome to SAP S4 HANA SD certification training. So in the course S4615, okay, building in SAP S4 HANA sales. So in this topic, today we are covering this one, uh, building document creation. This unit we are covering today. Different methods of building document creation, creating building documents in different ways. Okay. So building document creation. So the topics that we are going to cover, they are creation of building documents in different ways. Okay, what are the different ways? I'll explain. Then billing on request. Okay, nothing but manual creation. Then billing due list VF04. Then billing on specific dates. How to carry out billing on different specific dates. We'll see that. Then billing in the background. How to carry out billing in the background. We'll see that. Then cancellation of collective billing run, how to cancel the billing run collectively, which is executed collectively, we'll see that. And then use of billing apps in Fiori. So in Fiori they have provided two new Fiori apps. How to use those Fiori apps also we will see. So these are the topics we'll be covering today in the billing document creation. Okay, so different methods of billing document creation. So normally the different methods are: billing documents can be created in different ways. First one, billing on request. So this is like manual creation. By manually entering the document numbers, you can explicitly specify the transaction that are to be billed. Okay. You enter the order number or delivery note number. So here the transaction code used is VF01. This we have covered several times. Okay. Next, billing due list. Billing due list. You will usually not build transactions individually. You are more likely to carry out periodic collective billing runs. Okay. So this one you do collective billing basically using billing due list VF04. I'll show you all these things again one by one in detail. Okay. Next, creation of invoices on specific dates. You can process invoices periodically. Some customer says you send me invoices only on the 15th of every 15th of the month, or the last working day of the month, or 31st 30th of the month. Okay, so that is called creation of invoices on specific dates. All deliveries due for billing on a certain date can be combined into one collective invoice. I will show you this for what settings you need to make for this. All those things I'll show you. Next, billing in the background. Billing in the background. Okay, you may decide to create invoices using a background job because it is practical and efficient. So normally you will do the billing activity in the background. That also we will see. So these are the basically four methods basically for creating billing. Okay, so first we'll start with the billing on request. Okay, by manually entering document numbers, you can explicitly specify the transactions that are to be billed. So it's a, this one billing on request is nothing but a manual one. Okay, so you have the outbound delivery. You have the outbound delivery. When you create invoice, you provide the outbound delivery number and then you create the invoice. This is nothing but manual creation. So the transaction code is VF01. Of course, we have covered this several times. Okay, so if you go to the system, this we have covered several times. Okay, so I'll keep this session for configuration. Okay, so let me go to this one. So manual creation is VF01. So in this transaction, what you do here, you will enter the reference document number. If it is a delivery related billing, then you will enter here outbound delivery. If it is a order related billing, then you will be entering the sales order number. Order number. Okay, so that's what it says. Next, you that's what I just explained. You enter the order number or delivery note number depending on whether you want to carry out order related billing or delivery related billing. So basically, if it is a delivery related billing, you will enter the outbound delivery number. Okay, and if it is a order related billing, then you will be entering the order number. That's what. Okay. If a billing document cannot be created, for example, because of a billing block, the system will issue an error log. So if there are any blocks, if there are any billing blocks or something, then system will normally issue an error log. Okay. So anyhow, I'll just show you this. So let me quickly create a sales order. Let me quickly create a sales order. Okay, I'll create with reference just to save the time using the earlier orders. Copy. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just put here billing block, some billing block. Okay, I'm just putting some billing block. Okay, now I'm creating the sales order. Let's go to deliver. Okay, I'm doing the delivery. Okay, I'll go to picking, entering the picked quantity and post goods issue. Okay, so manual billing, what to do here, outbound delivery, right? So let's take the outbound delivery. Okay, this is outbound delivery. Now you have to go to VF01. This is the one, manually billing on request. So you enter the outbound delivery number, enter. So now here you are getting a message, not invoiced, no billing documents were generated, please see the log. If you go to log, it says it is blocked for billing, the order is blocked for billing. That is what this one. So if there are any issues, then system will issue an error log. I just showed you the billing block uh, issue log one. Okay, billing blocked for billing issue. Okay, so now I'll remove the uh, billing block VA02. I'll go to the sales order. Okay, I'll remove the billing block. Okay, let me save this. Okay, billing block is removed. Now you can do the what do you call billing. Okay, VF01. So now it will allow you to do billing. Just enter. So now it's okay, it's fine. Now it will, you just save. So that's what you will do. Okay, so this is billing on request. Okay, you can also select individual items or partial quantities of items to be billed when billing deliveries or orders. So let's say your outbound delivery having more than one item, then you can select individual items also, or provided you can do partial quantities of the items. Suppose let's say your sales order you created for 10, then you did outbound delivery for quantity 10, but during billing you want to do only for 5, only for 5, then that option is also possible. For that you need to do some configuration setting. Okay, I'll show you that. Okay, so first you can also select individual items. So how to select individual items? Suppose let's say if your sales order is having more than one item. Okay, so let me create a fresh sales order again. VA01. I'm just creating a fresh sales order. Create with reference. Okay, I'll enter the order number. Copy. Copy. Okay, I'll enter one more item, 2305. This is also 10 quantity. Continue. Okay, I'll put this 20. So now the sales order is having two line items. Let me go to deliver. Okay, picking. I'm entering the picking quantity. Okay, now I'll doing the post goods issue. Okay, so now a sales order is created, outbound delivery is created, and PGI is done. Now it is having two line items, right? So, but due to some XYZ reasons, I want to do invoice for only for one item. So how to do that? Normally if you are trying to do invoicing, if you go to VF01, if you go to VF01, this is the new bill outbound delivery. The moment you enter, it will try to select two are selected, but I want to do invoicing for only for second item, let's say, due to some XYZ reason. So how to do that? So what you need to do in that case, you enter the billing document number. Here you see, here execute, there is a small clock button, execute, you have to click on that. So you will get this screen. Okay, once you get this screen, sorry, not this one, sorry, before that only, sorry, before entering only you have to do. go to VF01. Okay, once you have this, select it, go to selection list. Sorry, you have to go to selection list. Sorry, I got confused. You have to go to selection list. Now let's say I want to do for the second item only. So select the item, click on copy. So that will get copied. See, it got copied. Only now you are doing billing for the second item, and then save it, and then save it. So that is how you can do the uh, individual item billing. That's what. So that's what it says. To do this, you have to choose the item selection function in billing. That is what we have done. This one, selection list. Now we have done the for the first one, right? Now for the second one, what is our outbound delivery number was? Wait, 5163, right? So now, as the second item is already completed, if you go now, see now it is showing only the pending first item. Then you will do billing for the first item. Okay, so that's how you will carry out the uh, as individual items, billing for the individual. Now partial quantities. Next one is partial quantities, the one which I explained. Suppose let me create another sales order freshly. Suppose I'll go to BA01. Okay, create with reference, order, copy. Okay, I'll go for delivery directly. Okay, enter the picked quantity, post goods issue. So now sales order created, outbound delivery created, PGI done. Okay, now we have to do billing. So now when I'm trying to do billing, so let in another session, let's start billing. Slash NVF01. So this is a new outbound delivery document. So but here when I try to enter, what's happening? You cannot change the quantity here. You have to bill 10 directly. But let's say due to some XYZ reasons, you want to bill only 5 quantity. Even though you deliver 10 quantity, due to some problem, customer says you as of now you bill only 5 quantity. I don't have money or some other issue, some XYZ reason. So to do that one, here you see it is grayed out. You cannot do anything here. So in that scenario, what you need to do, you have to, in the delivery related billing, you can only change the item quantities for item categories that have billing relevance K. So in the item category configuration, you have to put billing relevance as K. If you do that, then it will allow you to change the quantity. This field will be in editable mode. Okay, so let me show you that. So where to in the configuration? So you go to configuration. Okay, scroll down, go to sales and distribution, sales. Okay, sales documents, sales document item, define item categories. You need to go to your item category. What is our item category? 10. Standard, we are using OR, right? So item category is 10. So go to item category 10, double click here. What is a billing relevance? Now as of now it is set as A. So that is the reason it is not allowing to edit the quantity. So this you have to change it to K. Delivery related invoice for partial quantity. K, you have to set up as K. Billing relevance as K. That setup you have to do. So let me change this. I'll put that as K. Save it. Done. Okay, it is done. Now you see. Let me create freshly another sales order. VA01. Let me create a new sales order. Copy. Okay. Deliver. Okay, picked quantity 10. I'll do PGA. Sales order created for 10. Outbound delivery for 10. PGI also 10 done. Okay. Now during billing, I want to do only for 5. Okay, so let's take the outbound delivery. This is outbound delivery 5165. So let's go to billing. So when you go to billing, VF01. Okay, this is the one, right? So select this. You go to try to execute. When you execute, sorry, not execute. When you select this, you go to Sorry. Why it is not coming? Strange. Let's not say this. VF01. Okay, again, as usual, you have to go to selection list. Sorry, not execute, selection list. Click on the selection list. See, now the quantity is in editable mode. You see, the quantity is in editable mode. So here, I want to do billing for 5. You change the quantity here. Change the quantity